Josh Hart.
Yes!
What? Oh my God.
Knicks got Josh Hart.
New York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.
What's going on? This is Jay Ellis from the Knick of Time Show. Here, give you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And it's time to talk about the Knicks' new acquisition. Breaking news. The Knicks have signed Josh Hart of the Portland Trail Blazers for Cam Reddish and a 2023 protected first round pick. And it'll be the Knicks first round pick, not the Dallas pick that we own, but the Knicks protected first round pick, top 10 protected. All right, so reunited and it feels so good. Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson meet once again in a New York Knicks uniform because they used to play together, if you did not know, for the Villanova and the Wildcats. So shout out to Josh Hart, the newest member of the New York Knicks in orange and blue. Very solid signing by New York Knicks and this front office. This is a type of signing that shouldn't backfire, but there's still a small chance it can. But what I see is this: Josh Hart is a Tom Thibodeau guy. He's not going to put him on the bench, and we have to wonder if he's going to play him or not, because Josh Hart is known as a winning player. He is a winning player. He plays with heart. He plays with intangibles. He plays defense with his whole heart. He rebounds. You already see he's the top rebounding 6'5" wing in the NBA, averaging 8.2 rebounds a game. He's just a scrappy, well-rounded guy. Also shoots 50% from the field. A lot of that is at the rim. A lot of that is actually at the rim. Finishes it at the rim at a pretty high clip. The only thing is the three-point shooting needs a little bit of work. Only shoots 30% from three this season. And he's shot better from three in previous seasons. Not a lot of seasons, but previous seasons. Last season, he shot 37% from three in a Portland Trail Blazer uniform. I don't know, as you start to think, you know, with Jeremy Grant there in the Portland Trail Blazer uniform, and Anthony Simons kind of upticking, whether him not having the ball as much as kind of affected the shot, and him trying to figure out where exactly to get his shots, because last season averaged 19.9 points per game. Last season 37% from three and still 50% from the field. This season not shooting the three at a high clip, not even taking a lot of shots. He's passing up a lot of open threes. It kind of reminds you of somebody, doesn't it? Yeah, somebody is already in the Knicks uniform, and then Quentin Grimes passes up a lot of open threes. Well, he's doing the same thing. So bringing him here is kind of like bringing in kind of another Quentin Grimes. So it's just cool, and it's a luxury, you know, to have another type of guy like that. Hopefully, though, the three-point shooting will step up. He is a career 34% three-point shooter. Hopefully, it rebounds more to what it was last season, and that is figured out. All right, but I like the move. It's a solid move. Personally, you heard me talk about going after another Portland Trail Blazer. I really wanted Jeremy Grant, but most likely the Portland Trail Blazers are looking at Jeremy Grant, who they want to pay. They're looking at Josh Hart, who they want to pay, and they figured, you know what, Josh Hart, with his contract situation, he's due to re-sign next year. So just to articulate that situation, Josh Hart makes $12 million this season, roughly. Next season, he has a player option, and he'll most likely opt out, and he'll be looking for a raise. So he'll probably command somewhere around 17 to 20 million next season. So they probably moved him thinking we want to pay Grant. So let's move Josh Hart. Now for the Knicks, if they're trading a protected first round pick for him, they must feel like they can resign him. We heard some news before that they were looking into OG Anunoby, and there were two big reasons why they didn't want to sign him. One was that price was way too high, and they wanted him to cut it. The second one was they was not sure if OG would want to resign with the Knicks. They knew he would want to hit free agency, and they probably felt like, you know what, it was too risky because they felt like he can possibly walk away. You know, Josh Hart and Leon Rose, they do have ties, I believe, CAA ties, Villanova ties. So they probably feel like the family ties are going to give him the upper hand of signing Josh Hart here. So they probably have a little bit more of an indication, might have some back channel information leading into this deal, have him thinking that this is a safer trade to make because Josh Hart will be here. But personally, I wanted a 6'7" wing with a longer arms. But if you're going to get a guy who's 6'5", it's good to get a guy who's 6'5" but plays like a big man on the defensively and on the rebounding side of the ball. So still a solid signing for Josh Hart. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if we end up actually re-signing him, because, you know, we have to re-sign him. We have to think about taking on Quickly as well, because Quickly is probably going to ask for around the same amount of money. And then I'm looking at Obi Toppin and thinking, are we going to offer him money as well? Because we can't pay everybody. Just like the Portland Trailblazers moved Josh Hart, because it can't pay everybody, we can't pay everybody as well. So I start to wonder who's going to be moved. Or even if we end up signing Josh Hart, can we end up doing a signing trade? Signing trade if something better comes along. Is a lot of variables to think about. But I'm pretty sure Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson playing together, that chemistry is going to be there. But also, I kind of wonder where the minutes are coming from. Two, Josh Hart is a starting caliber player. I'm 99% sure he's going to be coming off the bench, and he's going to be playing for McBride. You know, McBride, he's been up and down offensively, although I feel like he was starting to get into a little bit of a groove with three-point shooting and defense. But most likely, Josh Hart will be coming off the bench. But I wonder whose minutes he'll challenge if he starts to perform. Will he start to challenge some RJ Barrett minutes? Will he start to challenge some Grimes minutes? That is yet to be seen. We already know sometimes we don't have the defense to keep up with certain guys. You wonder if you're going to have Josh Hart and Quentin Grimes both playing tenacious defense at the same time. That could be a lineup we see, or even like a Quickly Hart Grimes, two Hearts on there too, and Sims lineup, or Randolph. It can go a plethora of ways. It can go a plethora of ways. But it'll be interesting to see how the Josh Hart signing diminishes other people's minutes on his team. All right. But yo, that's the show. Shout out to Knicks Nation and KOT. If you like the breakdown, hit the like and subscribe. And we're here after every Knicks game talking Knicks. All right. Talking Knicks basketball. So definitely check us out. Knicks versus 76ers coming up with a special guest. All right. So be sure to be there for that one. All right. That is our show. Let me know in the comments what you think of the deal. Oh, wait, you know what? Before I even end the show, Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish actually gets to have his last shot. Not his last shot, but a shot with the Portland Trail Blazers. You know what? Chauncey Billups is the basketball mind. Maybe he can unlock something in Cam Reddish. Kind of stinks that it didn't work out here in the Knicks uniform. I wish that it could have, because you hear me, I'm talking about Jeremy Grant getting here. The Knicks, to me, even with this solid move, still needs a 6'7" wing to contend with these longer teams. So I wish it had worked out for Cam. Hopefully it works out for him in Portland and he finds his way. For the guys who are Portland Trail Blazers fans watching this, trying to get some intel on Cam. Cam is a mixed bag. For him to work over there, I feel like if he keeps it simple, plays defense, and shoots the three, he should be fine. Long term, the 3-point shot was shaky this season, but I think if these guys start there and it starts to grow out his game, he should be fine if he's motivated. I can't imagine him not being motivated at this point. But hopefully it works out for him. When he was in the New York Knicks uniform, it got a little bit shaky. When he started to go a little bit one-on-one and shoot off the dribble, that's when things started to look like he wasn't sure what he was doing. So for Cam, he's going to take coaching, but all the potential is there. The defensive instincts one-on-one are there, but team defense still needs some sharpening. But overall, high ceiling for Cam if he puts it together. All right. That is the show. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. What do you think about the Josh Hart signing? Do you agree with it? Are you pissed that we offered a first round pick or not? Personally, me, I know the Knicks aren't going to necessarily draft anybody this season because we have a lot of young guys. And plus, we also have another pick in that same range with Dallas. So for me, I'm not super concerned about it because we have another first round pick in the exact same range this season. But you guys let me know in the chat. What do you think of the trade? Are you pissed about moving the pick? Do you like the Josh Hart signing at all? Do you think he's going to walk away? Do you think he's going to stay? Let me know in the comments. That is the show, and you already know, as always.
Shout out the World Wide West. Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess.
It's a mess out here in these Knicks YouTube streets. That's the show. I'll check you guys later. Peace.
York, New York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.